My name is Letitia Orgins of RECGWA Upper Infant and Primary School. I want to talk a little bit about climate change in the Hastings community. Before this time, Hastings community has been well known of producing vegetables and crops for nearby communities around the Hastings community. But because of human interference, we are experiencing shortage of water in the Hastings community. The streams were flowing with plenty of water, but now we are experiencing shortage of water in the different streams around the Hastings community.
The children are in the school garden doing some work. Some are constructing the beds. Some are doing some clearing as we are preparing for the next planting season. And just as you have heard from one of the pupils, the seeds we intend to plant are okra, crane, and green. This is just a cross-section of the pupils in the school garden.
What we've got now is a warmer and warmer weathers where we're not getting the cold snaps, which the survival rate changes quite dramatically and makes the fish come more abundant. So unfortunately we're seeing a predation of spider crabs, which is something else. They've increased in huge capacity to where they're becoming a plague epidemic, and they've got no natural predators, and they reach maturity in 3 years, and they come in such vast numbers that it's depleting other stocks on the ground. The sole seems to be resilient, but the cod has become almost unheard of. I mean, I think if one in a million survive as an egg, then you get a glut proportion. But the survival rates on the cod are very, very low in the southeast because of the warmer climate. So we're only going back about 5 or 6 years, and we had an abundance of cod, and we weren't allowed to catch it. We had to dump it over the side because we didn't have quota for it. And now cod is just a species we don't see, almost negligible amounts.
One of the effects of climate change presently in our community is making the loss of animals with backbone very scarce in our community, and it has been posing threats to humanity and our environment as well, because if we have less of animals with backbone within our localities, I believe there is a huge threat towards the help of advancement of human, towards the concept of development, towards the concept of pre-industrialization and progress as a whole.
Hastings is about 745 years younger than Hastings, United Kingdom. In 1810, James Crook purchased 1,050 acres on both sides of the rapids here. Hastings has the only bridge for quite a few miles in either direction here. All the roads and trails and waterways spread out from the bridge here like spokes on a wheel. And that's why we're called the hub of the Trent.
Hello, welcome to Hastings, an old village of the southwest of France.
The summer periods are very hot, and spring is very rainy, and well, the problem is with the high tides of spring and the snow melting into rain, it makes the rivers swell very, very strongly, and all the valleys are flooded, which has got a very strong impact on the fields and even on the houses nearby the rivers.
Well, the climate change must have something to do where the cods have disappeared too, and the haddocks. I mean, we used to get a hell of a lot of haddocks. They lasted for about 10 years, I should imagine, the haddocks, and then disappeared. And then there was more and more cods arriving. And we haven't caught no amount of cods here for at least 10 years. I should imagine that's got this climate change something to do with it. And we're also getting quite a lot of tropical fish coming up from the Medi. But it's crazy. Man used to get a really good winter fishing through cods. But I had more cods in spring than what I did in the winter a few years ago. Yeah, if that's something to do with climate change, I would have thought it had definitely something to do with it.
But we want to solve this problem, and we thank God for the Hastings UK partnership, who have helped us with some money to buy seeds on working on our school farm garden. Now the schools in the Hastings partnership friendship link, we have been working with our children to plant different vegetables, and we are doing our school garden. We are also encouraging children to be planting flowers around the environment. We started planting these flowers last year. This was started last year, and we are also encouraging them to plant fast-growing trees in the different environments and even in their homes, so that we have more trees around, so that we can have a lot of water supply during the rainy season and even in the dry season. Thank you.
My name is Mrs. Elizabeth Kojo Williams. I'm a member of the St. Mulumba Catholic Church. I live in Hastings.
My name is Awol Koka.
Awol Koka. What school are you attending?
REC
Primary School, Hastings. You're outside for lunch, huh? Yeah, she's Memuna Bangura. Yes, Nayaso is selling. Okay, she's a trader in the REC's Primary School, Hastings. Thank you very much.